the doors of dreams, checking off names on the list, granting access, denying passage. Some call it powers, others call it protections. While the gatekeepers guide the gates and measure every step we take, does the gatekeepers indeed watch who goes out or in? I'm Honorable Folashade Badmos. I'm not here to force you to listen, but maybe if they had, perhaps the cries on the streets will not be louder than their campaign song. United we stand, divided we fall. But not be who don't chop fit stand. And the masses stand in queues, they stand in comfort. After blood and sweat, pensioners are paid nothing but stipends, while generational wealth is being secured in the guise of budget allocation. Abi, you never think of where the money they enter. No dreams, no aspiration, just one daily prayer. Lord, let me survive yet another day. Every second is plagued to another name added to death's roll call. It's no longer how far is the journey. It is, will I return? The promise not security, but fear has become the oxygen we're breathing. We even call and say, Papa came, please get another padlock when you're coming from work. But even with the extra locks, there is another bad news at dawn. We gave them power, they use and put us for suffer. He don't even tell Wahala for who no get Godfather. This was not the agreement. The gates of politics was never meant to rule but to serve. Leadership as serve is not entitlement. Oh yes, power is responsibility, not privilege. The gatekeepers were meant to answer, not silence us. To build lives, not statistics. But people, how long shall we continue to be silent witnesses? How long shall we continue to parrot the excuse of, it's not my business, so. Yes, the gatekeepers failed in their assignment. But we also must not forget, we are part of this system. So what now? All hands on deck. If the people of competence and integrity fail to take their place as gatekeepers, then those who are not will.
In the health sectors, the gatekeepers, they are doctors, nurses, pharmacists, laboratory scientists, hospital administrators, and policy makers. Their duty is not just to wear white coats. Their duty is to protect life, to ensure that sickness does not become a death sentence, to ensure that medicines are affordable, to ensure that all citizens, rich or poor, can access quality healthcare, to educate economy on disease prevention, and to respond swiftly during emergencies. That's what a gatekeeper is meant to do. But now you tell me, what happens when the gatekeepers fall asleep? What happens when the gatekeepers look away? And what happens when the gatekeepers abandon their gate completely? The answer is simple. Disease walks in, disasters walks in, and death walks in. Today, our own health sector is bleeding. The gates are broken, the walls are cracking, and our people are paying the price. You can imagine a pregnant woman arrives at the hospital. The gate should be open. Instead, she's repeatedly told no bed space. A sick child arrives at the hospital, gasping for breath. The gate should be open. Instead, his parents are handed a list of drugs they can't afford. An accident victim is rushed in. The gate should be open because every second matters. Yet, precious time is wasted. Minutes that separate life from death. Gatekeepers, where are you? Because our hospitals were built to save life, not to become a waiting room for death. Our health sector was meant to be a shield. Yet, many citizens now see it as a gamble. Will I survive, or will I become another statistic? Gatekeepers were meant to prevent outbreaks before they occur. Yet, preventable disease still claims life. They were meant to ensure that hospitals are equipped. Yet, many machines still stand abandoned. They were meant to ensure that healthcare is accessible. Yet, countless families sell their possession just to afford treatment. Too many gates stands unattended. Many cries goes unheard, and many lives slips through the cracks. While the ordinary citizen struggles, those with power often travel abroad for treatment, leaving behind the very gates they were meant to strengthen. Tell me, what kind of a gatekeeper leaves his own gate because he no longer trusts it? What kind of a gatekeeper watches his gate collapse and calls it normal? What kind of a gatekeeper hears the cry of the people and remains silent? No, this is abnormal. A nation cannot be healthy when its hospitals are sick. A nation cannot prosper when its people are dying of preventable cause. A nation can never move forward when those who are supposed to guard the gate fail in their responsibility. The duty of a gatekeeper is not title, but service. Not position, but protection. Not species, but result. Until gatekeeper returns to their gate, until medicines are affordable, until healthcare becomes a right and not a privilege, the question remains: gatekeepers, why have you abandoned your gate? Return to your gate, repair the broken walls, and guard the life entrusted to you. Because every life lost through negligence is a proof that the gate was left unguarded. Mind you, I'm not here to condemn. I'm here to remind. The people are watching. The sick are waiting. And the gate must not remain open to them.
Who left the gate open? Who opened it? Who watched corruption walked in and did nothing? Who watched excellence struggle to breathe while mediocrity sat comfortably on the throne? Because something is wrong, terribly wrong. A nation blessed with intelligence is struck by a system that fears excellence. And at the center of it all, the gates of education, once meant to produce visionaries, now producing frustration. Tell me, how does a graduate spend years acquiring knowledge, yet spend more years searching for opportunities? How does a nation dream of development while neglecting the very institution that develops people? The gatekeepers were meant to guide the gate. But somewhere between greed and negligence, the worst men closed their eyes and corruption entered. It entered our classrooms, our institutions, our policies, our priorities, until we no longer noticed it had become normal. The most dangerous thing corruption stole wasn't money, it was expectation. And once a generation stops believing, a nation begins to bleed. And now we have lived with brokenness for so long that excellence feels abnormal. Education is not supposed to be a punishment. It is supposed to be empowerment. Yet countless students sit in lecture halls today learning in conditions that insult their potentials. A country cannot rise above the quality of its education. A nation cannot consistently produce greatness from a system that consistently rewards failure. Yet I refuse to believe that this is how the story ends. I refuse to believe that corruption will have the final word. I refuse to believe that a generation this gifted will remain silent. The gatekeepers must rise. Teachers, students, parents, leaders, rise. Rise before another dream dies. Rise before another future slips away. Rise because the gate is still what can. One day generations yet upon will ask, When the gates of education were under attack, where were the gatekeepers? May our answer be, we did not look away. We did not stay silent. We stood at the gate. We confronted corruption. We defended excellence. And we fought for the future. Education is not merely a sector of a nation. Education is the heartbeat of a nation. And when the gatekeepers guide it well, a nation rises, a generation rises, and the future rises with it. We are the gatekeepers, and the gate must not fall.